What's up, guys? Coach Ian here. For those that don't know me, I am a fitness coach here in San Diego. I help people live better lives by moving their body and helping them to build healthy habits so they can be the best version of themselves. Today, what I want to talk to you about is setting up a routine or kind of a plan for your day. Now, this is going to be important under normal circumstances, but especially going to be important right now with everything we're going through and all the extra free time that we find ourselves with. Um, I know it's tempting to spend countless hours watching TV, binge watching shows that you either may or may not have seen, watching movies, or scrolling through your phone. And while this may be tempting or maybe fun to do for a day or two, what you're going to find is over time you're going to lead to a lot of mental fatigue, frustration because you're not achieving anything, not getting anything done, and it's just going to overall make a situation that already kind of sucks make it even worse. So, what is your routine going to look like? Now, that's going to be different for everybody, depending on your personal situation or circumstances, whether you have kids, whether you're working from home, or you're a student. It's really going to depend what kind of fits in there, but there is some general things that I'm going to show you that everybody's going to want to include. So the first one of those is going to be sleep. You're going to want to make sure, if I can talk, that you're getting up and going to sleep at normal hours. While it may be tempting, again, to sleep in and stay up late, over time you're going to find that's not really going to be beneficial. You're not going to be setting yourself up for success. So you're going to want to make sure you have a sleep schedule. Doesn't mean you can't ever sleep in or stay up late. Maybe keep that for the weekends so you have some semblance of normalcy if that's what you usually do. But if you don't usually sleep in or stay up late, don't start doing it now. The goal here is to try and keep as much normalcy as possible in a very uncertain situation. Now, once you've woken up, I want you to make sure you're getting right out of bed within 5 to 10 minutes. Don't just lay there in bed. Don't reach for the phone. You're going to want to get up and start moving. Now, what you do from here is up to you. Again, trying to stick with that some semblance of normalcy. So if you're somebody who's usually very mentally sharp first thing in the morning, get up and start working, whether that's schoolwork or studying, or if you're working from home, getting some work done. If you're not one of those people, if you usually get up and take a shower, go ahead and jump into the shower, get that routine going, go for a workout, whatever it may be, whatever the most normal thing you're doing or what your normal schedule would look like, that's what I want you to do. I also want you to make sure you're making your bed and getting dressed. Try not to spend all your time in pajamas. You're going to find that if you actually get up and get ready, it doesn't have to be totally going out getting ready, but put on normal clothes, brush your teeth, make your bed. The normal stuff you usually do, you're going to find those little victories are going to start stacking up, and overall you're going to feel a lot better. The next thing you're going to want to include, no matter what your schedule looks like, is going to be your eating schedule. You're going to want to make sure you're eating on a somewhat regular basis. So decide what time is going to be breakfast, what time is lunch, what time is going to be dinner. Doesn't mean you have to stick to this ironclad unless you're just one of those people that really, really focuses in on something that's hour by hour. But you do want to make sure that you're setting up an eating schedule. Now, this is going to be beneficial for for multitude of reasons, but the chief two is not only you're going to make sure you're fueling your body the way it needs to be fueled, but you're also going to avoid the overeating and the snacking out of boredom. I know we're all kind of not used to being at home, or a lot of us aren't used to being at home all day, having constant access to the food. So a lot of us are starting to struggle. I see it on people's social media feeds that they're just eating and eating and eating. So you're going to want to make sure that you have that schedule. Next is staying active. Now, whether this is already part of your routine or not, staying active is going to be especially important right now. Not just for your physical health. Doesn't mean you have to be going and killing yourself with workouts, but you want to stay active because it's not only going to help you physically, but it's also going to help you mentally. The more you can move around, the more endorphins you're going to get, and the better overall you're going to feel. The last thing that I want to make sure that you include in your list or in your routine when you're setting up your day is some time to get some fresh air. Doesn't matter your situation. If you have a backyard, go outside. If you have a balcony, something. Just get outside. We are all like giant plants. We need water. We need to make sure we're getting sunlight. If you live somewhere where it's not really sunny, that's okay. Just make sure you're getting some fresh air because being cooped up inside is going to mess with your head. So if you can get outside, get some fresh air a few times a day, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time, you're going to find that you feel so much better. So those are some of the things you're going to want to make sure that you include no matter what your day looks like. At the end of the day, what you choose to include is going to be up to you. Again, it's your personal situation, it's your circumstances. You got to do what works best for you. The important part is just having that structure to your day. I know sometimes we all say we don't like structure, we don't like being reined in, but we are creatures of habit. We love routine, we crave it. Just think of a kid. Kids do better when they have a routine. Just like I've said in the past about sleep, we don't, just because we get older doesn't mean that the way our brains work, the way that we crave the things that we crave change. You still need structure to your day. It's going to make overall the day go a lot smoother if you actually have a plan. It's going to help actually alleviate a lot of the anxiety and the uncertainty. I know it's not going to go away. We are all kind of uncertain, all nervous, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being nervous or anxious about what's going to happen right now or what's going to happen in the future. But the more of a plan you can have, the more structure, the less you're going to feel that. If you haven't already, what I want you to do is spend a little bit of time planning out the next couple days. You're going to want to do this in advance and not something you want to wait to do the morning of. While you can still kind of be successful, you're going to end up wasting some time coming up with what you're going to be doing that day. If you can set the plan the night before, then you're taking the emotion out of it. You're just being rational, which is something we want to do. And you can kind of set up a better schedule for the day. Now, what that schedule actually looks like is up to you. If you are very regimented and you work well off of a time schedule, go for it. Make it hour by hour, down to 15 minutes, down to the minute if you want. If you're more like me, you can just kind of come up with a general list of, hey, these are things in the order that I want to achieve them, and go from there. So that's really all that I have for you guys today. What I want you to do is I want you to make sure you're staying consistent, you're staying focused on the end goal. I know times are a little rough right now, but eventually we will get through this. Sunny days will come back, and mostly just stay awesome. Be the awesome person that you've always been. Be kind, eat your veggies, and drink some water, and we're going to get through this. So I thank you for sticking with me and watching to this point. If you found this helpful at all, please make sure you like the video, and make sure you share it with somebody else who it can help with. We're all in this together. We all have to share those resources. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this, and I will see you guys next time. Later.